Hey everybody, it's Living Corpse. And it's the year of the clowns! At least that's what people say, because It Chapter 2 came out last month, and now we had Joker. Personally, I think it's the year of the aliens, because we had Thanos, we had King Ghidorah, and we also had Pennywise the Clown, which is really just a disguise for It, a interdimensional alien. I thought this movie was okay. I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate. I don't know what to tell you. That's my honest opinion. It was a good time killer, but I didn't find it mind-blowing. I didn't find it amazing. I wasn't bored. But I did wander at points where, at some points, I was kind of not even paying attention to the movie. I was just kind of wandering off. Like, the movie as a whole is not boring. But there was like a part or two I'm just like, I'm not interested. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah. I kind of also found the ending anticlimactic because I was kind of thinking, like, how's the Gotham police going to stop him? Like, how are they going to catch him? Because, you know, Batman's not around at this time. In this continuity, Bruce Wayne's not even an adult. He's a little kid. But it was kind of anticlimactic. God, how do I review this movie? I honestly can't even recommend this movie. I can't not recommend it either. If you're into, if you're a fan of the Joker, go ahead and see it. But personally, I'm getting kind of sick and tired of superhero movies. Well, comic book movie would be more accurate, considering this is it's not a superhero movie. There's no hero here. It's just the Joker. But with that being said, you probably should go see this movie with the mentality that it's not a comic book movie. I know that's a weird thing to say, but they're really doing something experimental here. It's with the character. It's not really a comic book movie. It involves a character from comic books, but it's not like the Avengers or anything like that. It's just the Joker. There's no superheroes. There's not even another villain to fight. This is all about, the Joker is the villain. He's the bad guy of the movie. You know what? I take that back. The bad guy of the movie is just life. Like, yeah, there's shitty people and all that, but and there's that saying, try walking a mile in my shoes. Because even the people who are good kind of don't really give Arthur a second glance, or they kind of just, shitty people being shitty people, and even normal people who are probably good, not bad people, not even giving him a chance. Like, they're like, oh, that's no excuse to be this or that, and it's just like, you're not listening. There's a pretty good reason why this movie is a set piece that takes place around, what is it, the 70s, the 80s? Because the mental health system failed a lot of people in that time. And it's kind of failed a lot of people even today. Like, we're trying to get it better, but yeah. This movie kind of reminds me of Taxi Cab. Like, I never saw it, but I think that's the name of the movie, Taxi Cab. or Taxi Driver or something like that, where guy's a little bit crazy and you're not even sure like what's real and what's fantasy. I remember hearing that from people who saw this movie, but honestly, I was able to figure out what was real and what was just flights of fantasy. There were a few things that for a moment I'm like, this is too fantastical to be real. This has to be fantasy. But then I remember, oh, right, this is a comic book character. There are some things that are going to actually happen that seem like they're fantasy because, well, you know, comic books are fantastical. So even though this is a more grounded Joker, he still has to pull off some fantastical things. Yeah, I don't know what to say. My mind kind of wandered after a while where I'm just like, I kind of want the movie to just be over already, or I'm just not even thinking about the movie. I'm just thinking like, if I want to be an astronaut, how much hard work am I have to go through to be an astronaut? You know, stuff like that. Yeah. That's not to say, it was a bad movie. It's just, I don't know, it just didn't click with me for whatever reason. And I'm not saying that to be contrarian. I think I'm just an anomaly. Because, I think I'm just one of the outliers. There's always going to be those, you know, no matter how good of a movie you make, there's always going to be people who aren't satisfied with it. And I think in this case, I'm one of those people. And I know there's technically nothing wrong with this movie. Or if there is, nothing, you know, deal breaker. I don't know, this movie didn't click with me. It was like, okay, it was a movie. Okay, that was a nice amount of time killed. I'm going home. That's why I'm kind of struggling to even review this thing. But, yeah, even though I didn't, you know, like, I didn't hate the movie, I didn't dislike it, it was just kind of there. I liked it as well. Wait, no, did I say I liked it? Oh, yeah, I didn't like it. But I didn't dislike it, it was just there. I don't know. It wasn't a bad movie. And I can see how other people would enjoy it. For whatever reason, I just didn't enjoy it. I think I just been corrupted because I'm kind of just sick and tired of superhero movies or comic book movies. I don't know. I'm kind of... I think I'm all superheroed out. Because... And I haven't even seen every single superhero movie that's come out in the past, 15, 20 years. Like, there's still some Marvel movies I've missed. There's still DC movies I missed. But I'm also kind of not in a hurry to watch them because I'm just kind of like, eh. It's a weird thing. I don't know. I guess I'm just kind of tired of them. Yeah. Which, funny enough, I remember when King of the Monsters had its first trailer come out, some guy's like, no thanks. Some guy on Twitter's like, no thanks. It's too much. You know, it feels like they come out with a new movie every 5 years, and it's like, that's not a lot. That's actually a long time to go without a sequel in this day and age. You know, in the 90s and maybe the 80s, because, I don't know, I wasn't really alive until, like, 89, but, you know, in the 90s, you could go a long time without a sequel. You know, you could go, like, 5 years without a sequel. That wasn't unheard of. Now it's like, they make movies fast and efficiently. Well, usually. You know, like... Yeah, like, it's weird to have a sequel happen, like, 3 years after the first movie. So, the guy's saying that it's like, that's really not that a lot. That's like half a decade without a sequel, dude. That's a long time, actually. And this, especially in this day and age, where studios are just kind of can't wait to make a sequel for another movie. Yeah. So Arthur is kind of an oddball. He has like porn in his frickin' journal that he's supposed to be writing in for, writing his thoughts and feelings for his psychologist or whatever she is. And he's using it as a joke book and all that. His mom's a little crazy, so it might be genetic. I don't know. The dude's been treated like crap. And oh yeah, when the stupid kids, these fucking teenagers and tweens, steal his sign and beat the shit out of him with it. I just love how, his boss is like, you're fired because, you stole the sign, return it. And he's like, I didn't steal it. These kids stole it and they beat me with it, and it broke. And it's like, why would a bunch of kids do that? And then he's like, I don't know. Why would I do it? And he's like, I don't know. People do crazy things all the time. So it's like, wait a minute. You're willing to believe that your employee would steal the sign because people do crazy things all the time for no reason. But you're unwilling to believe a gang of teenagers trying to do a gang initiation would steal his sign, because why would they steal it? Because of a gang initiation. Gang initiations are like, alright, you gotta kill somebody, or alright, you gotta, fucking rape somebody. Yeah. I think one of the problems with this movie, though, is, most of his victims are kind of assholes who had it coming. And it's like, you're trying to tell me this guy's a bad guy. You need to have him kill more good people, because it's the Joker. There is one scene, though, where he's in somebody's apartment and she's asking him to get out. And we cut to him, leaving. I don't know if, he killed her or not. So that's a possibility. Anyways, yeah. If you're, a Batman fan, check out this movie. But don't expect it to be a, Batman-type movie. Obviously Batman's not in the movie. But I'm saying, don't expect it to be a comic book movie. It's... I don't know, just treat it as a movie about a guy losing his mind that just happens to be a comic book character. Yeah. Anyways, yeah. Assuming there's nothing else later out this month to review or whatever, happy Halloween, I guess. Yeah. Have a happy early Halloween or whatever time you're watching this. Bye.